Hi, I'm Diane Kometa, and today on Dishin with Di, I'm making mushroom gravy. This is a deliciously rich gravy that's perfect topped on your favorite meat or my favorite, mashed potatoes. So let me show you what you need and we'll get started today on Dishin with Di. You need some beef broth, some Marsala wine, some garlic that's been minced, some minced shallots, some all-purpose flour, some softened butter, and I have that divided, some cremini mushrooms that have been roughly chopped, and some shiitake mushrooms that have also been roughly chopped. And I also have some olive oil here. So I'm going to go over to the stove right now and get everything started. I have a heavy pan heating over medium heat, and I'm adding some olive oil in, and I'm going to add some of the butter. Now I'm going to put my shallots in there with that as well. Now season that with a little bit of salt. Forgot to mention that you need salt and pepper for this recipe, and a little bit of freshly ground black pepper, just a little. And you're just going to cook this for a couple minutes until the shallots soften. Okay, the shallots have softened nicely. You don't want them to brown. And now I'm going to add in my mushrooms. And these are the creminis and the shiitakes. And I'm going to season this as well with some salt and the freshly ground pepper. And give that a little toss around to coat it in the butter and oil. And we're just going to cook this until the mushrooms get some color and they begin to soften as well. So I'll show you what that looks like when it's done. Okay, the mushrooms have been cooking for about 7 minutes, and they release their liquid, and it's actually starting to cook away in the pan. So you can see they've changed color and they've shrunk down significantly. So now we're going to take that minced garlic and we're going to put that in here. And we're only going to cook this for about 30 seconds. You don't want the garlic to get brown or anything like that. You just kind of want it to get fragrant and release some of its flavor into the mushroom mixture we have here. And now I'm adding in that wine. This is the Marsala wine. A nice substitute would be a Madeira or something like that. Something that has like a little sweet note to it. I'm gonna let this alcohol cook off, and then we're gonna add in our beef broth. Okay, the wine has been cooking with the mushrooms for a few minutes, and that's reduced by almost half now. So now what I'm gonna do is take the beef broth and the flour, and I'm gonna combine those and get that thoroughly incorporated into the beef broth. And now I'm gonna add in that beef broth flour mixture right into my pan. Stir this through. This mixture is gonna come up to a boil. And once it does that, you're going to reduce the heat a little bit and let this cook for probably about 10 minutes until it gets nice and thick. It's actually already started to boil if you take a look here. So I'm just going to keep an eye on this and stir it occasionally, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. All right, that's what you're looking for. Pull it back and you can see some of the bottom of the pan. It's nice and thick. Now we're going to finish this up with a little bit of the unsalted butter, and what that's going to do is give it a real nice shine and silkiness. Just makes it even more delicious than it already is. You see that? And then we're going to have to season it to taste with some additional salt and pepper, and then we're ready to serve it up. Look at that. Is that delicious and rich and thick and gorgeous? And look what I like to do with it. This is a filet mignon that I just cooked. This was the pan to oven method. And I also cooked the roasted asparagus and the garlic mashed potatoes. So I'll leave those links for you as well. But I have to have a taste of this with my meat. Does that look beautiful? Look at that. Medium rare with the mushroom gravy. I'm in heaven. perfect. You get the richness from the mushrooms, a little bit of garlic. The meat is just like the icing on the cake. I mean, it's just absolutely delicious. Perfect for a special occasion like Valentine's Day, birthday, anniversary, or if you just want something really delicious. The recipes for everything you see here and lots of other stuff are on my website, dishinwithdai.com. And don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to have you, and I hope I made your life a little easier, more enjoyable, and delicious. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.